Devi. Here, the fifth sloka of Upadeshamrita by Rupa Goswami Pad. Krishnetiyas. No, perfect. Krishnetiyasya giridam manashatayeta tikshasti chet paradibhischa bhajandam visham susaya bhajan vikyam anannayam yam yanintati sunyaritam ipsita sangalaptya. Translation is, one should mentally offer respect to that person who chants the holy name of Krishna. One should bow down under that devotee who has accepted initiation and is engaged in worship of the Lord. And one should desire the association of those pure devotees who are advanced in bhajan and whose hearts are totally devoid of blasphemy to others and faithfully render service unto them. So, Srila Sridhar gives some illumination on this shloka. Once the people of Kulinakaram approached Mahaprabhu and put the question, whom should be understood to be a Vaishnava? So the people approached him to ask this question. To whom should we understand to be a Vaishnava? Then Mahaprabhu told, whoever you find taking a single holy name of Krishna on his lips, you may take him as Krishna's. Then later they put the same question. This was 1 year later. They always came to Charnapuri for Radha Yatra. These are the brothers, Ghosh brothers, I think. Then again the same question they ask him. When you find that person who is incessantly taking the, he told the same question Mahaprabhu they ask. When you find that that person who is incessantly taking the holy name of Krishna, you will know him as a real devotee. And you will try to serve him. Then the third time he's writing here, it was a year later again, he told them this same question was asked, and Mahaprabhu told them, if you find a devotee of Krishna by whose side you feel inclined to take the holy name of Krishna, then he is the highest type of devotee of Krishna. So these 3 classes he divided, but the holy name must be free of offense. Not namabhas or namaparad. If you find a single pure holy name on the lips of any gentleman, you may take him as a devotee of Krishna. That is Kanishta Adhikari. The next is the intermediate devotee, the Madhyam Adhikari. Whenever you find one who is always trying to take the holy name of Krishna, then you will try to serve him, and you will be benefited. And if you are fortunate to find any Vaishnava, that whenever you come to see him, you feel the tendency within you take the holy name of Krishna, then you will try your best to do anything that he says. Then you will try your best to do anything that he says. That is Uttama Adhikari. These 3 classes of devotion we also find in Bhagavata. In the shloka it says, Acharyam eva haraye pujam yashadaraye hati yadat bhakti sujanyashu bhakta bhakti bhagita smitaha. In the 11th canto, a devotee who faithfully worships the deity but does not properly respect the Vaishnavas or the people in general is called a materialistic devotee. And this considered to be on the lowest position of devotion, of service. Madhyamadhikari. Someone who thinks he is very close to the deities, he is more advanced than others who are staying away, who are not so close to the deity. So this is the first class, or the third class devotee, materialistic devotee. And the next is Shvaridata Balisheshu Vishadoja Prema Maitri Kripapeksha Yakarodishamadhyamya. The devotee in the intermediate stage, second stage of devotional service, is called Madhyam Adhikari. Intermediate. He loves the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is a sincere friend to all devotees of the Lord. Shows mercy to the innocent and disregards the envious. It's also from 11th, and the third is also Sabhabhuteshu Yalpasya Bhagavad Bhavam Atmanaha Pudhani Bhagavatya Atmani Esha Bhagavatam. The first class devotee sees Krishna in everything, and everything within Krishna. So Mahaprabhu has also given this general idea of Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami has given us this Sanskrit shloka in his Uparishamrita. Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives a commentary to this that is very important. Sangatosha shunya dikshat dikshitya yadi dhavanam Gaudiya manasa adhara karipodhari jani nitya jani dhaya. Within my mind I will honor and consider a most dear one who avoids the fault of bad association and sings your holy name, be he formally initiated or not. Is Samshananagati. So even if not initiated, if he from the heart sings the name, the holy name, and to avoid the fault of bad association is very important. Materialistic association. So, your holy name, be he formally initiated or not. So we should honor and consider a most dear one who avoids the fault of bad association, sings the holy name, be he formally initiated or not. So if one takes the holy name of Krishna and he is not in bad association, then we shall adore him in our mind, but not physically. If he does not have any bad connection, then we can show some appreciation, we can show some sympathy. If he is connected with any bad company that we know has some male practices, then we won't care for his taking the holy name. If he directly takes bad company, then his taking the holy name is of the opposite nature. Just like this Nitai Gaur Radha Shyam body. Of course, these names are all well and good, but this body of Ramdas Babaji says that Nitai is Radha, Gaura is Shyama. With this object, they use the holy name. So such misconception, so much misconception is associated with that party. If we hear the names of Nitai Gaur from them, we won't care for it. We shall try to avoid. So if there's misconception or there's wrong understanding by chanting the holy name, what is benefit or what no understanding what is the name of the Lord, one should not hear, one should not care. This is not chanting the holy name. The chanting of the holy name cannot produce anything unless that sort of association is gone. That because of this we have to always be careful. We only get benefit if we approach a bona fide Vaishnava who has realized the chanting of the holy name is non-difference than association with the Lord. So such misconception in association with that party, if we hear the names of Nitai Gaur from them, we won't care for it. We shall try to avoid. The chanting of the holy name cannot produce anything until and unless that sort of association is gone. So we have to be very careful to associate even with us who take the name just for making show or earn money or whatever, interpret it or speculate on it. So we should avoid this kind of association. They cannot be adored. One may not have proper admission in the line to a proper. One may not have proper admission in the line to a proper agent, but soon one may come to that stage. But if you find the holy name of Krishna in somebody who is without proper diksha, you can appreciate. So even if he is not initiated properly in the line, but if you find the holy name of Krishna in somebody who is without proper diksha, you can appreciate. Means when he knows his chanting is to please Krishna, is a service. This is a particular note of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is speaking. So offering physical respect to the Vaishnava. Krishneti yasya giri. Giri means if one is pronouncing so many words and you find he is chanting the holy name of Krishna, then you may adore him. You will only bow down to him when he is a Dikshita, when the agent of the Lord accepts him. When he has greater, when he has The second offense? No. No, the wrong side. When he has the holy name in his ear and his heart, the holy name has been distributed to him. Diksha means connection with Sadguru. Krishna has accepted him as his devotee through his real agent. That is acceptance from the devotional party of Krishna. Then we will bow down to him because the seed has come within his heart. Krishna has come to capture his heart. In the temple of his heart, Krishna has descended. Then we shall show our physical honor to him, not only mental but physical also. Dikshasti jet panadibis. If he is connected with the higher Vaishnava, then we shall bow down our head to him, not otherwise. Susaya bhajana vikyam aranyam. If by your great fortune we can find any person who is deeply engaged in Krishna consciousness, who has directed the current of his whole life towards exclusive devotion, then we will always try to have his company. If we find any devotee who serves his Lord with a continuous serving mood, whose connection with the divinity is incessant, we shall serve him. We will try to do anything and everything for him if we find that he has completely devoted himself and immersed himself in the taste of the sweetness of the holy name of the Lord and his Leela, etc. Such a person's sincere chanting of the holy name of Krishna is not imitation, not namaparat or namapas. Only the real name is on his lips. So the holy name is not lip deep only. Lip deep means just moving the lips and sound comes. It's not external, something external. Means it's not liptic only, a mere physical sound. It is not like this. One who chants the name only a nice singer, by example. He may sing very nice, but someone may chant the name not very perfect, but he is chanting the name for the Lord in the service. In his heart, the Lord manifests. It has great and higher aspect. It is fully spiritual. The name that must have the reverence of Vaikunta. Kunda means limitation, and Vaikunta means above limitation. The sound has its original conception above the realm of limitation. The plane that is above all limitation. That immeasurable force is invited in the form of sound to do away with all the anomalies in this mundane world. We are in the plane of marginal existence, therefore a higher connection is necessary. Then that wave will start from some higher realm and will come down to us. So physical sounds, physical chanting, nice or not nice by our material considerations, it does not matter. It is the sound, divine sounds, Mahamandra by example, names of the Lord. They are coming from the higher level. And from this higher realm, the Dashta Shakti, we will come, it will come down to us, the real name. That means the Lord will come, will be attracted, and he will take his seat in the heart of his devotees. In sound also there is classification. A sound from the proper plane will be effective, but not any imitation sound. Imitation means namaparat and namabhas. There are 10 types of namaparat. Aparat means to disfigure, not to deal properly, but to mishandle something. By such mishandling we cannot get our desired result. Proper handling is necessary with everything. In the laboratory, a scientist is making an experiment, but an experiment is only successful when everything is properly handled. Otherwise there may be an explosion and the scientist may die. So the first type of namaparat is satam ninda. No, satam is stated here. We must not abuse the Vaishnavas. Those that are the agents of the Lord, who come to deliver the fallen souls. If you abuse them, then the holy name becomes dissatisfied. Only Krishna's devotees are real saints, because they are after eternal life. Saint means Vaishnava. Those persons who worship demigods for temporary gain are not considered saints. They may be neglected, for they are not devotees. So we avoid them. A saint is one who has no ambition in his life but to have the connection of loving service with the Supreme Lord. Only those who are agents of the eternal truth, absolute good, are to be considered saintly. We should not abuse such saintly persons. The second offense is that we should not unnecessarily abuse other demigods, nor should we consider them to be equal or to greater than Vishnu or Krishna. They are under him, and they are all inferior to him. They are never equal or superior to Krishna. When a comparison is necessary to establish the supremacy of Lord Vishnu, then we may show this indifferently, but not in the spirit of abusing other demigods. The third offense is that we must have a proper conception of Gurudev. If we are sincerely searching after the Lord, then the Lord is also approaching us. And the meeting point is Guru, his representative. Gurudev must always be seen as the representative of God, not as an ordinary human being. Though we find that he is sleeping, eating, or he is suffering from some disease, it is just like the Gangasoda. Physically it may be filthy, but still it can purify everything. The purifying capacity of the Ganges is not lost by physical dirtiness. Therefore the Guru and the Vaishnava should not be seen to the material eye. There's another vision, the spiritual eye, through which they should be estimated. Is there any question or comments on? Ken? So when Vaishnavas go to this place, because it is a samadhi of Haridas Thakur, they give their respect and their dhandavats to Haridas. So those who are in charge there, I do not know much what their lane. But Haridas was a pure devotee. He will be not contaminated by. So I heard some, yeah, but I did not take part of their program there. I was living just in the opposite side of this for a few months. Not Purushottam, there's this ISKCON, the opposite side, where Bhaktivinoda Thakur was, actually Bhajan Gaudiya was. They built the temple, so it was like this house in the back. So they give me one room. No, ISKCON did not allow me to take shower when they take shower. So that was, one can also speculate on this, but it's not. We should not think about this when we go to see or take darshan of Haridas Thakur Samadhi. He is not depending on who is serving him now, or Haridas is pure devotee, so we can go to see him and get asking for his mercy. Of course, there are many groups they are imitating. They have not a shastric background, and only externally they present themselves as sadhus and yogis and the incarnations. This has always been like this. But we should always take shelter under the lotus feet of a bona fide acharya who comes in the line in the four sampradayas: Ramanuja, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarka, and Madhav, Gaudiya, Madhva. So these four lines are still intact. and they are practicing according to the Shastras, and the disciple succession was not broken. Nowadays, so many gurus, there's this one Sadguru. He's traveling with a motorbike to the preaching programs. There's many things he's mixing in. He's speaking about politics and this topic. This topic is not. It's mixed. So the Sai Baba is also famous. He was famous, or is still, I don't know. Then this Osho, or this is different. One should. It depends on us. If we are sincerely searching, then if it's from an unseen level, we get help, and it will manifest as the bona fide Guru. Krishna will send, or Vishnu, so that we get a chance. And even my Gurudev, I remember the Ram Baba. He left the body, but my Gurudev knows him personally. He was Mayavad, or imitator. Also Srila Siddharaj met him. I was in Mayapur at Kirtan, and he was crying and falling down and ecstatic symptoms, and his servants helped him and cleaned his eyes, and then the Pujari came and said, now he has to stop, now it's Ati. Then he stood up and it was complete normal. Then Siddhartha said, it's not, this is just some show. If you're in this deep ecstasy, then you cannot just get up and like this. You find many. So sincere people will get sincere answers. We should have faith in these things. So if we are seeing, we always should remember Gurudev, and we always should remember the lotus feet of the Thai, go and beg for their mercy. Then they will always guide us, always be on our side. But we should be careful not to go into these things. So time is over, so something more to say. There's one sannyasi coming. When I came from India back, I saw one sannyasi with beard. He's famous here in Vienna. They got out from the there were about, traveling with him, about 20 ladies, only ladies. I don't know. This would, it's not possible in our line. And yes, it's not traveling. I know some sannyasis in former times. They have also their personal servants and traveling with ladies, but this is not such a thing. We should never. We should be careful. Finished prasad. Time. It's over. Srila Rupa Goswami Bharata ki jai. Jai Srila Siddhadev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Sri Gurudev Nitya Leela Vistam Vishnu Para Paramahamsa Gacharya Stotra Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi.